beach weather yet. We got in the 50s today, though. It was nice.
I don't think it's beach weather anywhere right now.
Yeah, true. I heard some of the news. 230 million people were under 32 degrees yesterday in the country. That's a lot.
Underway. Coastal with the ball first. Quickly underneath to Devontae Jones. Nowhere to go. Flips it back out to Sanders.
ULM has played man-to-man defense the whole year. Coach Richard told us they might change it up a little bit tonight, but they've been playing man all year and pretty effectively.
Shot clock down to 7 here for Coastal. Over to Cuthbertson, and he hits the long three. Good start for Zach Cuthbertson.
The leading scorer hits the first shot he takes, and you get 3 on the board. That's all good if you got a white jersey on.
7th in the conference in scoring, coming into tonight at 18.5 points per game. And here's ULM on offense for the first time.
These Warhawks will fill it up, too. They can shoot it and score in big numbers.
And again, 4 in double figures. That one missed by Munnings on the baseline, and here comes Coastal back the other way. Munnings averaging 13, Ertl 15, Williams 12, and Deshaun Smith, as you were just talking about, almost 21 points per game. Cuthbertson misses a little short-range jumper, and the Warhawks come away with it. Now, ULM lost at South Alabama, or home rather, against South Alabama on Saturday. Notable because they were undefeated at home this season. They're 9-0 to that loss at home this weekend. Smith off the mark. ULM saves it with the offensive rebound. Swing it out to Williams, and that's going to be off target. Another offensive rebound, though, for the Warhawks.
Well, long shots, long rebounds, but you got to play defense a long time. You give somebody 3 turns.
Munnings drives. Easy layup for Travis Munnings. Again, the senior, he's led ULM in scoring each of the last 2 years.
And numbers down a little bit this year, but that's because, as you just said, there's 4 guys averaging double figures. That's a great asset for Coach Richard and company. And for the opponent, who do you stop? You have one leading scorer like Coastal Carolina does with Cuthbertson. They got 4 in double figures. That's tough to deal with.
Sanders just a little bit too strong on the 3. Washington with the rebound.
You can see Coastal Carolina talked about in practice. We got to get out on the shooters because they love to put it up.
Ertl kicks into the corner. Williams misses on the 3. Another long rebound. Ertl for 3. That one's too strong. Well, ULM loves the three-pointer. They've hit 185 of them this season, but it's Coastal who comes back with the 3 on the other end. Sanders knocks it in.
And ULM does a great job of not only making the 3, but making the extra pass to get a good shot. They have not taken a bad shot yet. Unfortunately, just haven't put any in the basket.
Warhawks, again, lead the Sun Belt in three-pointers made with 185. Ertl a 2-pointer, in and out, and Debo with another rebound.
That's his move. When he goes right, he likes to step back there.
Deba drives, little floater, and that rolls in. Nice touch for Abrima Deba.
We talked about Abrima Deba and Devontae Jones back in the lineup healthy now. The advantage they have is they can both run the point. As you saw right there, Deba just penetrated and scored, and Devontae Jones does it as well. And they can dish it out for assists, so that's a great asset for Coach Ellis.
Washington one-on-one scores over Amadou Bamba. Eight-4 early lead for Coastal. You know, as much as we talk about offense for both these teams, Coastal's defense has actually been really good lately.
Yeah, it has.
Second in the conference and
giving up
scoring
70
defense right
points
now.
a game.
Yeah, 69.4 per game.
I always round up.
One of only 2 teams to technically be allowing less than 70 points. Nice pass. Washington, too short on the baseline.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the great extra pass. Just didn't make the shot by Washington, but that's a great extra pass.
Jones a long 3, no good. Ertl had a hand on it, but ends up losing it out of bounds. It'll be Coastal Carolina basketball when we come back. Our first media timeout, 15:37 to play. We're just difference late in the game. Yeah, that has been a 7 to play. We're just difference late in the game. Yeah, that has been a key, no doubt, for the Warhawks is their ability to get to the free throw line. They got to get there.
Standing man-to-man still both ways. Nice pass.
Cuthbertson, strong move underneath and fouled from behind.
You put Ibrahimovic 15 feet away with the basketball, and Cutters, he'll find the open man. He found Cuthbertson. Nice shot fake a couple times, then got fouled.
Cuthbertson again, top 10 in the league in scoring, averaging just over 18 points per game. And knocks in the first one. 70% from the free throw line. He's been there a lot. 146 attempts now this season for Cuthbertson.
Well, he's such a good outside shooter, and as we saw right there, he can post up and make you pay when he gets it on the block. Very quick, very long. Added 10 pounds over the summer to bulk up all the way up to 195.
5 early points for Cuthbertson and an 8-point lead. Three-pointer spins out off the hand of Deshaun Smith. ULM 0 for 5 from three-point range here to start. And again, they live off that 385 made three-pointers. Almost 40% of their offense comes from threes.
Yeah, their percentage will come back. It's just not a good start for Coach Richard and company because they've done it all year.
Contact, no whistle. Jones just throws it up with 2 seconds left on the shot clock and nails the three.
And no smile on his face. That means he planned to do that. Sometimes you just have a little more fortunate luck.
So again, ULM 0 for 5 from three-point range. Meanwhile, Coastal 3 for 5. That's obviously the difference as you see the score here early. Ertl pushing his way underneath and draws the foul.
You think Ertl's just a three-point shooter. He is not. As you can see, very aggressive on the drive there and draws the foul. And this is the end of a shot clock. Look up top. You see a 2-1 splash. Yeah, I planned that. I'm not going to look like it wasn't supposed to happen.
Well, the one thing you say is good shot clock awareness. At least he got a shot off.
Absolutely. It's better than saying zero and the horn go off. Another factor I think about Jones and Deba back, the other guys are used to having them back as well. They're both really good passers. And when they came back initially, everybody wasn't ready for them. They're ready for them, and the rest of the league didn't see them first time go around as well. So it's going to be a different Chanticleer team people are going to deal with.
Ertl, by the way, knocking in both free throws. We'll talk about this in the second half, but he is 43 of 46 from the free throw line, and another three-pointer for Coastal Carolina.
Great recognition by Devontae Jones to see a 1-3-1 zone and find the open shooter in the corner, which happened to be Zach Cuthbertson.
Chanticleer is now 4 of 6 from three-point range here at the start. Ertl guarded by Jones. Resets the offense, comes over to Williams.
They're getting out. Don't dare him.
What a drive. Fake the three. And he got to the rim literally in what, 2 steps?
Yeah, he took Ibrahimovic and stuck him in the spin cycle there. He hesitated going out to close out, and then when he did, he just blew right by him.
A little bit too strong. Coastal looking for another three. They've already hit 4 of them here at the start. Foul on Deba. Blocking Deshaun Smith. Second foul on Deba now, and we're just, 6.5 minutes in.
And he's got to come out because of it.
And he knew it, so he'll head to the bench. There you see it again.
If you don't bend your knees, you can't play defense because you can't move, and he just got fooled by the quickness of Deshaun Smith.
That's the thing about this team for ULM. They're not a real big team, Nate, but, wow, are they fast.
No, they're very quick, very athletic, and they can do that. Oh, I thought he was going to make it.
Almost made it, bounced on the rim twice. Saved, and ULM comes up with another offensive rebound.
But they're all over the offensive glass.
Ertl can't get it to go either. ULM now 0 for 7 from three-point range. Jones tried to pass into the lane to Tommy Burton into the game for the first time. And
Devontae Jones thinks the other team has the ball. It was deflected.
That went off the hand of Burton, but apparently touched a ULM player.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Washington hit it.
So deflection out of bounds. Jones will inbound. Still plenty of time. 23 seconds on the shot clock here.
No, Munnings is who hit it. 1. I saw 1. I thought it was 11. It's 1 Munnings.
Tyrell Gums-Frater into the game for the first time for the Chanticleers, a three-point specialist. Nice pass underneath. Burton can't get it to go, but draws the foul.
Tommy Burton off. A little screen around the free throw line, a little slash cut. Great call from the bench out of bounds. And there's the end of it. Burton gets in there and gets bumped.
Look at Burton's season numbers, averaging over 6 points per game and about 3.5 rebounds per game, Nate, but that does not tell the story of the energy that he's brought to this team off the bench. It's been terrific.
When you got a kid like that comes off the bench and gives you that extra effort, that extra energy, that just picks up the pace of the game, it's a great asset. Plus, he scores the ball.
What a great find for Cliff Ellison. Coastal Carolina JUCO transfer out of the College of Southern Idaho. And this is going to go against ULM.
Going to get Munnings on the hook there, trying to get position at the elbow.
By the way, our officials today, Patrick Evans, Will Howard, and R.B. Clyburn.
When you get Tommy Burton and Amadou Bamba, switching at the post, here comes a 1-2-2 zone, or excuse me, a 2-3 zone. Recognize it and attack it properly.
Nice catch by Gums Frater, launches the three. Doesn't hit it, and a foul, and boy, head coach Keith Richard is furious on the sidelines for the Warhawks.
It wasn't a good pass. Gums Frater had to catch it, then get set, and with all that going on, John Trey Harris just ran him over.
He was so angry, it looked like he was going to punch the floor. It was kind of an air punch to the floor. The referee looked over at him just to make sure he was all right.
Yeah, he wasn't angry at the call. He was angry at his player.
Yeah. Gums Frater makes it 21-8.
Bobby Knight used to always say, never foul a jump shooter. Well, that goes double when it's a three-point jump shooter.
And knocks in another one. 22-8 lead for Coastal Carolina.
Shooting 80% from the field. Excuse me, 60% from the field.
4 of 7 from three-point range. Drive by Smith, throws it up and in.
Very tough shot.
Smith, third in the league in scoring. We talked about in the open, averaging just under 21 points per game.
2-3 zone. Chanticleer's been good at recognizing and attacking properly.
Sanders thought about the long three, gives it back to Jones.
Best thing they're not doing is the ball's not getting stuck. The ball's moving.
Over in the corner comes Frater. And that is three-pointer number 5 for the Chanticleers.
And that's the zone buster right there. Gums Frater with a nice little shot fake to get some distance from the defender, and then bingo. Well, what a great start for the Chanticleers at home.
Hurdle drive stuck on the baseline. There's Tyree White in for ULM for the first time. White, a junior out of St. Louis, Missouri. And a foul against Coastal Carolina, so ULM will keep it when we come back. 11 minutes, 12 seconds left here in the first half. What a start for...
See what they've done when they didn't play and then they come back in the game. And look at the bottom. Unbelievably productive lately, especially those last two on the road last weekend. They won them both. You got to go as long and as hard as you can, because when this team in the gold starts making threes, they are going to be, they can catch up in a heartbeat. Haven't made any yet. But over the length of the season, they have made a ton of them. 2-3 zone again. It just morphed into man-to-man.
Underneath to Burton, spins and gets the roll.
Fortuitous bounce, I think they call that. Good post position. The double came and he just turned away from it and put the shot up.
Hurdle lost it. Jones with numbers.
That's the difference in basketball. It used to be run a lane, get a layup. Now it's run to the three-point line in transition and try to get an open three. Mr. Steph Curry, thank you very much. Changed the game of basketball. He and his teammates in San Francisco.
Shot clock down to 7. Jones realizing that. Skips it into the corner. And that one no good. Tipped. And ULM comes away with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Ertl. Drives along the baseline. Had it poked out of his hands, out of bounds. Warhawks will keep it. Cuthbertson back into the game now. Amadou Bamba also back in.
Louisiana will fly down the floor in transition to try to get mismatches. Not only has the Chanticleer half-court defense been good, their transition defense has been really good. They've not given them any open opportunities because of the numbers advantage.
Shot from the corner is missed by Deshaun Smith. A lot of contact with his leg, but no whistle.
Yeah, they're letting him play. You just got to adjust to that if you're on the floor like that. They're little bumps, they're not calling.
There's Travion Brown into the game for the first time for the Chanticleers. Sophomore from Tacoma, Washington.
First time in about a week and a half without a brace on his shoulder, too. He had a shoulder injury. I think it was a Texas State game, if I remember correctly. And he looks okay now.
Gums Frater, step back, and hits the three. Coastal Carolina now 6 of 10 from three-point range and a 20-point lead.
A little James Hardenish on that move. I mean, you watch him do it. You're a lefty. You might as well try to emulate it.
Only Gums Frater did it illegally.
Yes, he did. He didn't walk. You're right. That's a good point. Different league, different rules.
Munnings backs in. Smith over to Newman. And Brandon Newman comes in. Hits a big three for the Warhawks. He's a senior out of Hawthorne, Georgia. Really out of California, rather. And really a great guy to come off the bench for the Warhawks.
The ice has been broken by the Warhawks. Watch out. They saw it go through the basket. You never know what that does to them mentally. Like, now we can make one.
1 for 8 now from three-point range of the Warhawks.
Back man to man.
Shot clock down to 3 on Cuthbertson. Has it knocked away. Here comes Munnings, 2-on-1 with Harris. Bounce pass to Harris and finishes with the layup and a foul.
First time, numbers advantage, layup and an N1.
And just like that, a 5-0 swing. Here it is again.
Nice little pass by Munnings for the easy layup and the N1 after the foul. John Trey Harris, chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
And you know what I saw there that was just so basic, Nate, is give the basketball up to your teammate with time to do something.
Exactly.
How many times do we see nowadays? Yeah, guys try to do almost too much. Almost become too late.
And Munnings and Harris didn't try to do something crazy. Just laid it up with the left hand. He is left-handed on the left side and got fouled. Three-point play. It's not a complicated game.
6-0 run by the Warhawks. And 8 minutes left to play here in the first half.
Completely new backcourt. This comes Frater in there.
Poked away again. And almost saved by Deshaun Smith. And actually he did. He grabbed it and called a timeout. So he's able to
blocked by the scorer's table, but he stopped it in time.
Grab the possession for ULM. So a 6-0 run for the Warhawks. As we've got a media timeout. 7:44 left to play in the first half. Just getting warmed up here from Conway, South Carolina. Boy, great body control. You could see him just keep his elbow in bounds. Looking like a football player recovering the fumble. Great job by Deshaun Smith.
Patrick Evans, the official, right on top of it to call it properly.
Here's Brandon Newman. He had the three-pointer moments ago for ULM, and now another foul on Coastal Carolina.
That's 5 team fouls with 7.5 to go. I'm telling you, this is the best free throw shooting team in the league. You can't start putting them on the line. Then they can catch up without running the clock.
Newman inbounds to Harris. Into the corner, racing down the baseline was Deshaun Smith, and he's rewarded for his efforts. What a play. Sprint to the corner, nails a three.
Picture perfect form. Got his feet set. He's really quick and a quick release as well. You can see the body language of the Warhawks. They know they're back in it now.
Comes Frater, step back, nowhere to go. Gives it back to Brown. Cuthbertson with 7 on the shot clock. Gives it to Bamba with 5. Left-hand shot won't go. Cuthbertson, great rebound, has it slapped away. And out of bounds to ULM. How many tips and steals have we seen by ULM here in the last 4
Very active. It's hard to do when you're down by double digits. Not the tank, but just not to play as hard. They're playing exceptionally hard defensively. Not what they're known for. Getting turnovers, now to try to turn it into points again. Last time a 3 by Smith.
ULM missed their first 7 3-pointers and now have hit 2 straight. Deshaun Smith hits another one, and you called it. You said these guys can score at any moment with the way they can hit the threes.
And you can't dare him to shoot it, especially Smith. You got to get in his face and get ready to play defense because he's capable of going by you as well. He loves to do that. He's like a free safety in football. He'll just go after the ball whenever he wants, and he has the freedom to do it.
Gums Frater answers with a 3, and that snaps a 12-0 run by the Warhawks.
He could be in the 80s when this thing's over, maybe high 80s.
And you know it's going to come down to the wire. How about all the finals of the Sun Belt? All these games have been close. Both teams have had close calls all season. Long skip pass into the corner. Nice catch by White.
See that pass, let alone make it.
Out to Harris with 3 seconds. Gives it to White with 2. Misses the little jumper, and Cuthbertson comes away with it.
They don't force shots, the Warhawks. They take good shots. They just haven't made enough of them yet.
Jones left wide open, and he hits the 3. 8 3-pointers now for Coastal Carolina, and ULM wants a timeout.
Well, they're making a run. Then they're trying to stop the tide there because the tide is coming in hard.
How about these runs back and forth? A 12-0 run by ULM, and now just like that, a 6-0 run for the back in the open. More importantly is the fact that each of these teams just one loss back for first place in the conference.
You win a weekend, and you might be in first place.
Newman thought about the 3. Nice pass to Williams, cutting through the lane, and it's out of bounds, but a foul like Coastal.
J.D. Williams with a great cut. The defense was staring at Newman with the basketball instead of your man. There's the cut. I was going to say there's the foul, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, no. I'm with you. Not a whole lot there.
I saw the ball go out of bounds. I didn't see a foul. I guess somebody got him on the body.
Well, with all the respect to the official, it was J.D. Williams sprinting down the middle of the lane at about 90 miles an hour.
True.
It's not exactly like in slow motion like we've got it. And Williams gets it to roll in, makes it a 13-point game.
If you're Louisiana, all you want to do is get it to single digits by halftime because you were getting blitzed early in this game. Get to single digits, you got something positive to talk about. Nice split of the double team.
Jones, a little floater in the lane.
First guy I ever saw do that in college was the great Mark Price for Coach Cremins at Georgia Tech. So good with the ball in his hands. Oh, you can't leave him that wide open.
Another 3-pointer, and all of a sudden Louisiana Monroe has come alive from 3-point range after an 0-for-7 start from deep. They've hit 4 straight.
Help side has to be aware because the Raging Cajuns are really using the skip pass effectively and throwing it across before the player can get there to play defense. Are you kidding me?
What a move by Jones.
Wow. Coach Ellis is saying, why'd you break your foot? Why'd we miss all those games with you? But he's got him now.
Scooped it, jump stop, nice touch. Great play. Newman, way off target on the 3. And that ends a stretch of 4 straight made from 3-point range by the Warhawks.
The best part about that last play by Devontae Jones is he's a freshman. Redshirt freshman, but it's still freshman.
Under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Jones underneath to Burton. And traveled. Looks like there was some contact underneath, but shuffled his feet first. And that will take us to break with 3:46 left to play.
Devontae, CBS Network reporter, doesn't it? Donnelly Wolf with the news. I like that. Good interview. I cheated and watched a little of it when they were prepping it.
Well, the new plus-minus stats that I know you love right now are telling a really good story for Devontae Jones. He's plus 20 on the court.
Unbelievable. Basically what it is what your team's doing when you're on the court. And they're doing everything positive. I've never seen one that high, a 20, plus 20 for Devontae Jones.
Foul on Tommy Burton is his second.
It's give credit to the Warhawks. They are aggressively attacking the basket. Nice back cut right there, and then they make the extra pass like that from Munnings to Washington. They're really good. I watched them on tape. They're exceptionally good at that. In fact, Coach Richard said, Nate, sometimes we do it a little too much. But it's better than not doing it enough. They have, as we said in the open, they have 30 more assists and turnovers. 41 more assists and turnovers for the season. That's passing the basketball. And an underrated skill, they catch it as well. A lot of teams pass it, nobody can catch it.
Jones on the drive, in the air, kicks it out to Cuthbertson, a little bit too short. And comes Frater able to get a couple of hands on it.
Devontae Jones right where a point guard should be at half court in case the other team gets it.
Runs into the lane, can't get it to fall, but right there on the putbacks is Josh Coleman, who's getting some minutes here late in the first half.
Coleman's been getting minutes lately, and to add to the post play of Bamba and Tommy Burton. Big, strong young man, 6'9", 240.
Good closeout on Ertl, but now they leave him open. He takes the three and hits it. What happened there in the corner, Nate?
Well, Cuthbertson had him, and it was Dante Jones' man, and Cuthbertson saw Dante Jones out of the side of his head, and he went out there, and it's the old I got him, you got him, and nobody got him. Can't leave that young man open. He's too good a shooter. Dante Jones, initially I was watching him, got a little crazy and started just trying to get a steal by himself, way out of position, and then couldn't recover quick enough.
Deshaun Smith picks up his first as he poke it away.
It's a set call off the bench from Coach Ellis. He wants a certain set run here. Perfect time to do it.
Coming up on 2 minutes left to play here in the first half.
And now, as Coach Kremens used to say, instead of run the play, time to make a play because the play didn't work.
5 seconds for Cuthbertson. Down to 3. Down to 1. Throws it up and draws the foul. And for Munnings, that's going to be his second.
That's the perfect play. Don't run the play, make a play. Cuthbertson knew exactly how much time.
I would like to see them do that in college basketball like they do in football.
See what?
It's to announce to the crowd.
Yeah.
Whether it's been confirmed or it stands or.
Good point. They paid money. They have the right to know what happened.
Same thing in baseball. You know, baseball, they have obviously gone to limited review, but the fans never hear anything.
It's the crew chief, whatever, saying out or safe or home run or no home run or whatever. That's it. Well, Deshaun DeClears took a punch and countered a little bit. Bounced it back to 14.
Munnings.
Clear out for him.
Just 5 points so far as he kicks it out to Ertl. He hits another three-pointer. Ertl with his second three.
When they clear out that side, you know Money's going to make a move, and everybody stares at the basketball. Gums Frater had Ertl, completely forgot about him. Skip pass, easy three.
Down to an 11-point game, so the Warhawks obviously would love to get this to single digits before half. Seconds on the shot clock for Gums Frater. Drive, floats it up, missed it. Ball is tipped. ULM comes away with it with 1 minute left in the half. Ahead to Williams. Misses the layup. And another whistle and a foul again on Coastal Carolina.
Williams got a little too far under the basket for a normal layup and tried to make something fancy just to score. And then the foul afterwards. He gets a little bit underneath. And there's the foul on Munnings coming over the back of Munnings.
Yeah, a chance for ULM to cut this back to single digits.
Talked about last time, people forgetting about the really good shooter, Ertl, in the corner. Assistant coach Benny Moss must have said 10 times today at shoot around, ball you man. You got to stick to your principles. Ball you man. They didn't, and they gave up a three to Ertl, and there's no.
In the Sun Belt, three-pointers made, 185.
Unless there's an offensive board, ULM will get the ball back.
9-point game.
They ran Gumstrider off 3 screens, and Ertl was right with him.
Sanders, jump stop, draws the foul.
Whether it looked like, or excuse me, whether he fouled him or not, it looked like one because J.D. Williams swung his arm down. See, well, he did hit him on the right elbow, but it looks even worse when you swing your arm down. And I like what Patrick Evans did. Coach Richard said, come on, that wasn't a foul. And not only did Patrick Evans say it was a foul, the official, but he showed him where he hit him on the elbow. And Coach Richard doesn't know this, but he was shown right by the video we just showed.
Sanders hits them both to make an 11-point game as ULM can just about hold for the final shot here.
Ertl's known as a good three-point shooter, but he can take it on the drive as well. And of course, you got to watch number 2 is Ertl and number 5 is Smith.
8 points for Ertl, 2 3-pointers here in the first half. Down to 5 seconds and a foul on Coleman.
93% from the line, this young man is. Not the guy you want to put on the line.
Yep, 2 for 2 today. And on the season, nearly perfect.
There's the ball screen, and then there's the bump by Coleman. Good call. Good camera angle. I like that on the baseline.
Ertl has only missed 3 free throws all year. 43 of 46 now.
Interesting. Look what they're putting back in the game. 6 seconds ago, one extra passer, putting Diba back in.
And he has 2 fouls, so a little bit risky here, but
he's going to handle the ball because it's right in front of us. Devontae Jones is going down to the offensive end. Oh,
Ertl misses it. Diba with 3 seconds, down to 2 seconds, 1 second left, and spins out.
Good shot. That's why Coach Ellis been doing it for 44 years. He put that guy in to make the shot. It just rimmed out.
Move almost worked. Standing right in front of us is Deshaun.
Ribault High School, an amazingly good program. I talked to Deshaun a little bit at shoot-around because I recruited a young man from Ribault years ago. State championships, they got a trophy case full of them.
Tipped away. A turnover on the Warhawks.
Look on Deshaun Smith's face like, catch the ball and I throw it to you. He didn't like that.
Well, for Coastal, they were 14 of 24 in the first half. They shot 58%. They made 8 3-pointers. 8 of 14 from three-point range. Diba did not play a whole lot in the first half, had 2 fouls and a foul against Coastal. It's going to go on Jones.
Monte Jones, that left arm pushing off. Will Clyburn on the call. So we have 1 turnover apiece. Hopefully that'll suffice quickly.
Over to Ertl in the corner. He had 2 3-pointers back in the first half.
Louisiana Monroe is not going to stop the way they play offense. They just attack you and throw the skip pass for an open 3. You just got to deal with it because they don't change the way they play. It's been successful over the years.
Shot clock down to 5. What a move by Williams. Steps back, can't hit it. Ball's tipped, and Diba comes away with it. Diba slashes through the lane and scores.
6'6" coming at you 100 miles an hour and under control for an easy one.
And again, he only played 8 minutes back in that first half because of foul trouble.
He's guarding Deshaun Smith, so he's got size on him. I don't know if he's got quickness on him. Two quick ones on Jones. There's a move inside by Brima Diba, another freshman on Coach Ellis's roster.
So Ertl to the free throw line, who actually missed a free throw back in the first half. Only the 4th missed free throw. Now he's missed 2.
Coming into the game, he had missed 3 all year. He's missed 2 this evening. And watch his form. He's not going to miss many. That's as good as it gets.
Yep, automatic, same time every way, every time.
Steve Kerr, the best line ever. I've said it before. You got to learn to love the boredom of practicing free throws to be good at it. Because that's what it is. We just had an earthquake, or I just moved the scores table, one or the other. I don't know which happened. I hope it was the second. But the table just moved.
Yeah, it's been like 200 or 300 years since an earthquake. We want to keep it that way. All the way to the other end. Wow, rare miss on the easy layup by Deshaun Smith.
He tried to finger roll instead of making easy. Just bank it in. He paid the price.
Cuthbertson draws the foul, and that's going to go on Munnings. That's his third. Big foul here against the Warhawks.
Patrick Evans telling him to calm down. Watch this. Just lay it in. Make it simple. Tried to throw it over the front rim and just rolled it off. And Cuthbertson, not thinking he's going to have an easy layup, went down there, made a nice defensive rebound, and got fouled at the other end.
Cuthbertson with 10 points back in the first half. A couple of three-pointers. 4 of 4 from the free throw line already.
You can see Patrick Evans standing next to Munnings on the foul, and he's trying to calm him down, because if he doesn't, he's going to get a technical foul. Because he was really upset at the call. He said, I didn't touch him. But I like that, talking to him instead of yelling at him as an official. Just talk to him. Calm down. There's nothing you can do about it. We made the call.
Cuthbertson makes them both, so he's 6 of 6 from the free throw line and back to a 14-point lead for the Chanticleers. And Coastal jumped out to a huge lead early. ULM was able to cut it all the way back to 9. And now it's back up to 14 here for the Chanticleers.
ULM does a good job of cutting without the ball. Nice play there.
Williams with the three-pointer. J.D. Williams made 25 on the season. Doesn't lead the team in threes, but like you mentioned, Nate, I mean, there's 4 of them who can hit it consistently.
Yep. 4 in double figures. They get him somehow.
Backdoor. Nice cut by Jones, who finishes with the layup and a foul.
Heard me say it before, when somebody's in your face, go backdoor one time. Cut. Cuthbertson sees it, nice little jab step out. And then Deshaun Smith popped him a little at the end. Remember, he had 2 quick fouls on him in the beginning of the second half. Speaking of Devontae Jones.
3-point play for Devontae Jones.
Chanticleers are playing. We've seen him. This is our 5th game, I think. They went away last weekend. They're playing really well.
It's going to be a foul on Diva. That's going to be his third.
Now Coach Ellis has to make a decision. It's not who's playing now. It's who do you want to finish with. If you want to finish with Diva, you take him out now. If you trust him and think he can hang in there, you leave him in there. Long way to go in this basketball game.
Really a foul issue on both sides now, Nate, because Cummings has 3.
Yep.
Munnings, rather, has 3, and like you just mentioned, Debo with 3.
And Devontae Jones has 2 quick ones.
Underneath, and Munnings with a nice spin and the finish to make it a 12-point game.
Senior preseason All-Sun Belt first team, as we said, leading scorer on this basketball team the last 2 seasons. Now he's got some help as far as scoring.
There's Amadou Bamba back in the lineup. Gives it to Jones. Cuthbertson spins baseline, tries to throw off the glass. It's missed and tipped out of bounds by Sanders.
He did a smart thing, speaking of Cuthbertson, going away from the double team. He just kind of lost his balance and just chucked it up there. Rarely does that man get upset. If we have time, I'll tell you, he cracked me up. I asked him about that today. Coach, 44 years, did you ever get upset at refs? He goes, oh, yeah, and he started telling me this story. I hope we have time to tell it, because it was hysterical. He said, I don't do it anymore. What a pass.
Washington misses the dunk, so that's a missed layup and a missed dunk.
That almost took Coach Richard down to his knees.
And Cuthbertson scores on the other end.
4-point play. The 2 you don't get and the 2 they do get.
So Deshaun Smith missed the easy layup.
Yep,
Washington misses the dunk.
That's right. We've seen this team in the gold come back in the first half. They were getting blitzed early. They got a lot of heart and they got a lot of skills.
Cuthbertson almost able to steal it away, but instead it will stay with ULM. When we come back, our first media timeout here in the second half, 15:37. A lot of time left in this one. 14-point game for right now. Coastal with the lead. ULM with the basketball. Ertl with 2 3-pointers. Looking for a 2-pointer here, and it's missed. Jones comes away with the rebound.
Dante Jones in his face, making it tough for him.
Diva kicks it out. Cuthbertson. High arcing 3-pointer drops in.
I said this before. He played in a high school with a really high ceiling. He had to. Because if anything else, it would have hit the rafters.
They are rainbow shots, aren't they? It works, though. That's his third of the game.
Absolutely.
Now ULM trying to answer, too strong. Burton able to tip it to Sanders. Here's Diva.
Coach Ellis calling a set.
Cuthbertson, another 3-pointer, his 4th of the game.
That's why he's been doing it for 44 years. The kid just hit 1 3, he ran a set to get him another one.
And after ULM came all the way back to cut this lead to 9, just like that, it's at 20.
It's an amazing addition to the game of basketball at all levels, a 3-point shot.
Coastal's hit 10 of them. Munnings trying to answer, no good. Diva another rebound. Coastal 10 of 16 from 3-point range. Burton looking for a basket the hard way. Who would want to do that? That's too much work.
Practicing left-handed shots the whole shoot around today, too, and he could have done it right there.
That's just way too much work. I'd just stand behind the arc and hit a 3. Now whistles all over the place.
Yeah, they're going to – one official called it for Coastal, and then Patrick Evans saw the tip here. There's the deep bomb. I don't even think it moved the net. Oh, and a kiss to the crowd. Isn't that nice, Zach? Thank you.
Cuthbertson with 20 points. 5 of 8 from the field. 4 of those 5 made field goals are threes. And he's 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
Heck of a night, and we got a little under 14 still to play.
And that one rattles in as Munnings able to hit the 3.
They spread you out offensively, and that skip pass, the ball goes faster than you can physically get there. And they just live by that pass and shot. They just haven't made enough of them yet.
Double digits. Now for Munnings, he has 12. Diva no good. Cuthbertson had it, and somebody grabbed his arm trying to steal it away, so a foul. It's going to go against Williams for the Warhawks. And that's the foul on, or the 3rd foul now on Williams. So 3 on Munnings, 3 on Williams, and still 13:23 to play.
Yeah, a long way to go. Coach Ellis calling another set, little horns action.
They've been a little bit out of his range that time.
I like it. Go to the hot hand. They do it in the NBA all the time.
Munnings no good. And contact.
Diva just got tangled up over there.
Diva and Tyree White hit the deck.
Yep, he just kind of fell into him, and it's a foul on Diva. You'll see this. I mean, it's contact, and it's obviously a foul, but it wasn't intentional. He just got tangled up and tripped.
I heard a great line by Jay Billis the other night doing an ESPN game. He said, just because it's incidental contact doesn't mean it's soft contact.
That's a good point. Diva's got to sit because of it.
Another 3-pointer. Deshaun Smith hits it. And again, the way these guys hit 3-pointers, they've made 185 coming into tonight. They are truly never out of it.
The problem is A.J. Sanders in his face, but if you try to run him off the line, he'll blow by and lay it in. Maybe you can live with 2 rather than 3, but he's just a tough cover.
Tip won't go. ULM with another opportunity.
Try to bunch a couple buckets together. That's what they want to do. Skip pass again, and the extra pass again. Oh, that's beautiful basketball.
Wow. Terrific movement. And Munnings hits another one.
That's as good as it gets. That's one corner, 3 passes to the other corner for a wide open converted 3.
There you see Munnings now with 15 points tonight, and it's gone from 20 down to 11. Burton, and 1. Stops a 9-0 run by ULM, and we've got another media timeout. 11:56 left
tonight. He can get them in bunches.
Too strong on the free throw by Burton. Ertl with the rebound.
E.J. Sanders to cover and blew right by him.
And Sanders commits the foul.
I don't know if there's anybody in the league that can stay in front of him. You can guard him, but he's really quick. Not big, only 6'1", 175, but jet quick. With a good handle to match.
Munnings is hot now, 17 points. 6 of 10 from the field.
I love a post player that doesn't take a ton of dribbles. That was a 1 dribble spin move.
11-point game again. ULM has had it down to 9 a couple of times. Hippolyte takes the lob underneath, pump fake, and it's too short. Here comes Ertl on the run out.
Tough in transition, look out.
Out of bounds, and ULM's going to keep it.
I heard Brad Stevens gave a great quote about transition defense. He said, one, stop the ball, and then find the next most dangerous shooter. They didn't do that. They did stop the basketball, and then Burton just got out there late. Unfortunately for the Chanticleers, the Warhawks missed.
11 minutes left to play. Smith, little fadeaway, knocks it in.
He's tough. A multitude of ways to burn you, and he just looked up at the scoreboard. He knows how many his team is down by. Less than 10, got it to 9.
Cut it to 9 for the 3rd time since they trailed big early. Bamba on the kick out. Sanders too strong on the 3, and Munnings with the rebound. And now turnover, lead pass to Jones, all the way to the other end.
Simple layup. Don't make it fancy, just get the 2 points. Heard Coach K say about his great dunk machine. I don't care how many times he spins, as long as he puts it in the basket.
Doesn't care how many 360s he does?
As long as it goes in, I don't care. He's 18, he's only 18 years old still.
Yeah.
Zion Williamson, look out.
Another three-pointer for ULM after an 0 for 7 start. They're now just right about 50%. They're 11 of 23, so 48%.
Leading scorer, Smith with 16. He averages 21. He's got a long way to go. They like to cheat.
Cuthbertson can't get it to go, but draws the foul.
Smart play by Bamba to see that. Cuthbertson on the steal, or the attempted steal, just took it to the rim. And when you're moving that quick laterally, you got to throw the ball off the glass.
I just did the math. They're 11 for their last 15 now.
Wow.
ULM. Took me a while to do that.
Well, it would have taken me until next Wednesday to do it. But.
It took me longer than I should admit. But I finally came up with it. That's the important thing. That's impressive. 0 for 8 start, 11 of 15 cents for the Warhawks.
And Patrick Evans, the official, and Coach Richard just had a little talk, and Coach Richard put his hands over like, okay, I'm sure he gave him the old, that's enough.
Ten-point lead now for Coastal Carolina.
1-3-1 zone. First time for the shots this evening. Corners will be open.
Munnings lost it, and it was, I thought they were saying kick ball, but I guess a trip and maybe a foul?
No, it was a kick ball. The shot clock was reset to 20.
Gotcha.
They stay in the man? No, they get out of it. Back to man-to-man. It's a good change-up defense, but You know if they see it, Smith's going to go dead to the corner, and that's where it's open.
Williams down the lane. Gets
cut.
the spin off the rim.
We said in the open, they're not big, but boy, are they quick and athletic and can score the rock.
Down to an 8-point lead, and still 9 minutes left to play. Gums Freighter for three, too strong. Williams with the rebound.
That's his shot. That's a good shot for him, and they just threw it away.
Gums Freighter 3-on-2 back the other way. To Jones, hits the three.
That's the two that they threw away on a live ball turnover. 3-point shot. Back to the 1-3-1, excuse me.
Back to double digits.
6-7 at the top of the 1-3-1, Cuthbertson.
Ertl pulls the trigger on a long three, too short.
What a great rebound.
Another offensive rebound by ULM. They've been all over the offensive glass. Tyree White gets it. Like you said, I mean, they're going to come up with a lot of those just naturally because of the number of threes they take.
Yeah, long shots, long rebounds. But at least they don't stand there and look at it. They know it's going to be that way because they've been doing it all year, and they go get them. 9
offensive rebounds now for ULM.
Chanticleers have a distinct rebounding advantage over the season. They're only up 1.
Ertl into the corner. Smith rather, no good, and it goes out of bounds, but a foul.
Cuthbertson's upset because the foul was called by Patrick Evans across the court. And he looked at Will Clyburn right in front of him like, no, and Will Clyburn's like, well, I'm not going to change it. The other guy called the foul. See, he looks right at Clyburn like, come on. Now, one guy doesn't contradict another referee. That doesn't happen.
Well, watching the replay, it looked like he was doing a good job blocking out, but he was reaching back and hooking Munnings.
That's a point of emphasis this year.
Yeah.
Call the first contact. If they want to take the physicality out of the game, freedom of movement, rebounding, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Cuthbertson did a great job getting his body in a position, just reached around and hooked him. Too strong, and rebound pulled down by Bamba.
Could have cut it to 9, just missed.
10-point game, just under 8 to play. Bamba underneath. Reverse layup is missed, but Cuthbertson right there with the foul, though.
Right place, right time for Zach Cuthbertson.
22 points now for Zach Cuthbertson. Actually, make it 24 points. Now 6 of 10 for the field. John Trey Harris too short. White tipped it to keep it alive, but Gums Freighter comes away with it. Jones will just slow it up here for Coastal.
Coach Ellis will let him go unless there's a stoppage, and then he'll call a set.
Jones spins. A lot of contact, no whistles. Harris comes away with the loose ball. To Ertl. Behind the back, finds himself open from the free throw line.
They are tough in transition. You know they want to take a three, so you get out on them, and then Ertl's got the ability to go by you with a little runner.
Back to a 10-point game, under 7 minutes to play. Diba drives and scores.
That's tough to stop. He's 6'6" with long arms, and he just gets his head and shoulders past you and pulls up for a little one. It's like Ertl in reverse.
6 points for Diba. Smith knocks in another three for ULM.
He's fun to watch.
Warhawks now with their 12th three-pointer.
So quick off the floor.
Their season high is 17. They did it against Little Rock early in the conference schedule.
Talking to Devontae Jones, you got to love that matchup.
Cuthbertson off the glass, no good. White battling underneath with Cuthbertson for the rebound. And we're going to go back the other way, ULM basketball. And that'll bring us to another timeout.
On the road, when the two Georgias come into your building for the weekend, that's a tough weekend. Yes. They're both good basketball teams.
Yeah. 9-point game, ULM with the basketball. Munnings on the baseline and fouled by Cuthbertson. That's going to be just his second. This is
not what you want to do in a game when the opponent has a chance to get you when it's this team because they're so good from the free throw line. Now they get the score or the opportunity without the clock running.
Knocks
Best
in the
in the league.
all-important first.
Percentage-wise, they're a tick under 80 at 78% for the season. Warriors had a bad night tonight, though. Shooting 63% they're a 78% free throw shooting team. 63 tonight.
Yeah, just 10 for 16.
That's crazy.
6 points left on the table. Cuthbertson on a jump stop. Slips. Hit a little wet spot in the court. Fortunately, looks like he's okay, and a foul against ULM.
Well, that could have been ugly. I thought his knee collapsed on him. He just slipped. Well, he got pushed.
Watch this.
That left knee went the way it's not supposed to go, but not enough to bother him. That's tough.
On the right foot, just kind of slipped out from underneath him.
Yeah, he's going to retie his shoe. I don't know if it slipped on him or it was loose. That could have been ugly. Luckily, it was not. Non-high tops, but I guarantee you both ankles are either taped or braced.
Comes Frater off the screen, too short on the three. Sanders keeps it alive, tipped into the backcourt.
But not a backcourt violation from the video we watched this week, sent out by the NCAA. We get a rules video every week. It's really good, and that was one of the things this week. Since it was tipped, no backcourt violation.
Debo, little floater, won't go. And Ertl with the rebound. Big opportunity here for the Warhawks, down 8. Harris drives. There's Smith.
They love that skip pass.
Harris tries to dump it off the last second to Washington. Bad pass, stolen away. Bamba spins. Count the basket and a foul. As the big man finally rolls to a stop over near his bench.
Watch Amadou Bamba and Proud. Watch how he follows through on this shot. He normally doesn't do that with his left hand. He did that time and he made it. And then he rolled about 14 feet. I think that's called a drop and roll when you're in a fire when you're in elementary school.
Stop, drop, and roll.
That's it, but it worked.
Can't convert on the three-point play. Washington comes away with the loose ball.
Big body in there. 6'8", 240. Takes up a lot of space defensively. Amadou Bamba, the junior finance major.
10-point game. Smith against Jones. Wide open is Harris. Too short, tipped out of bounds. And it's going to stay with ULM. ULM 12 of 28 from three-point range for 43%.
Look at Deshaun Smith's numbers on the stat sheet. He has not come out of the basketball game. I don't believe. Maybe for 30. Maybe he came out for 2 minutes. Can't afford to have him out of there. He's too valuable.
J.D. Williams to inbound. Not about the free.
Well, if you're ULM, you want to get fouled now because for the season you're shooting it well. Look at that.
13th three-pointer for ULM makes it a 7-point game now with just over 4 minutes to play. ULM calls the timeout, and we will just keep it right here.
Well, they missed their first 7.
They started 0 for 7. They're 7 of 50.
And now, man-to-man. See what Coach Ellis calls.
Cuthbertson with 24 tonight.
Didn't force it. Didn't have it. Didn't force it.
Almost stolen away, and now it is poked away by ULM.
They love to blitz. Oh, got it right back.
Hurdle slipped. Deba comes up with it. Has it stripped away by Smith, and he stepped out of bounds. It'll be Coastal basketball.
I think Deshaun Smith is cramping up, too, the way he's walking.
And that'll bring us to an official media timeout. 3:38 their legs because they just don't have any.
Well, I've seen the gazillion times, coaching and doing games on television. Use all your energy to catch up. You don't have enough left to get over the hump and win the game. But the timeout might have refreshed somebody.
Cuthbertson can't get it to go in, tipped away, and ULM's got it.
I love the confidence Coach Ellis has in his stud. Go to Cuthbertson last time, go to him again.
Ertl looks over to the bench. He's got his play.
A.J. Sanders got the job to cover that man.
Williams with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Spins at the free throw line. Way too short. Skips off the front of the iron. Put back, though, is good by Munnings.
Some really good defense. And it's a crazy rebound. It didn't bound up, bounded down. Munnings sticks it back in.
Down to a 5-point game.
Got to move bodies in the ball. It's up to playing defense if you ULM.
Jones traveled. Oh, no, they're going to say... Well, one said travel, one said bump. Yeah, they're going to say a foul.
Yeah, they called the bump, which caused him to travel, is what they're calling. Watch it here. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a bump. Deshaun Smith got him with the hip.
Smith pleading his case.
To no avail.
Big free throw for Devontae Jones.
After the first 10 minutes of this game, I never thought it would be this close. But credit to Coach Richard and his kids. Boy, they're fighting like crazy all night.
Jones, 2 huge free throws, makes it 78-71, 2:30 to play.
Thumbs up. Coastal went over this today's shoot-around. They know what's coming. Can you defend it?
Smith, bounce pass. Munnings can't get it to go, but a foul on Coastal.
Great pass by Deshaun Smith. Everybody in the building thought he was going to shoot it. Hit Travis Munnings. No bucket, 2 attempts.
Well, Devontae Jones just hit 2 big ones for Coastal. Can Munnings answer on the other end? He gets the first.
From the Freeport, Bahamas, went to Sunrise Christian Academy in Florida. Also on the NABC Honors Court, great student as well. You got to love when you see that.
So Munnings knocks in 2 big free throws and back to a 5-point game.
Who's going to blink first at the free throw line?
24 3-pointers made combined between these 2 teams. Oh, nice dump down to Bamba and gets the layup with the left hand.
Excellent job by Devontae Jones to do exactly what Deshaun Smith did last time. Get in the middle, don't shoot it and dish it off.
Warhawks now call a timeout with 1:50 to play. Let's see, Keith Richard, the head coach for ULM, went over 100 career.
Get them all right. Let us call. You just coach your kids. And ever since then, he's never gotten upset. He said he's had 1 technical his entire career. But he was cracking me up telling me the story.
835 wins. Turnover, Coastal with numbers back on the other end. Jones can't get it to go. Bamba is there in traffic. Can't get it to go either, but a foul.
Devontae Jones tried to do the spinner on the layup. But the big man, Amadou Bamba, has been there in the right place many times.
And Keith Richard, the head coach, is all the way out on the court.
He just got tossed.
I was going to say, he got 1 technical, then picked up the second one in a hurry, and now he's headed to the locker room. And that escalated quickly.
Interesting, I just told the story about Coach Ellis, and then we just saw the opposite.
Here it is again.
Well, that's instant when you leave the coaching box. And there's 2. I mean, that's an automatic.
He knew he was going to be gone. I mean, he came out. I mean, he was like a manager for a baseball team. He came out of the dugout knowing he was gone. He had no intention of staying in this game.
3 seats down from us is the supervisor of officials in the Sun Belt Conference, who's here to witness this. This will be interesting to see what happens as far as reprimands and that kind of stuff. But
yep.
That's Associate Head Coach Ryan Cross right there.
An explanation here from.
And then 2 technical fouls is 4 free throws, and Cuthbertson's going to shoot them all. The technicals first, then we'll shoot the common foul, and it's point of where the game ended, or where the game stopped, and they'll just continue from there. Point of interruption. I couldn't think of my word.
So let's write this down. It was a 7-point game at the time of the common and double technical fouls. 80 to 73.
So the technicals are shot first, 2 for each, so that's 4. And then the point of interruption was Bamba, who got fouled on the missed shot. So he will go to the line and will continue the game.
So 3 of 4 made by Cuthbertson, and now Bamba.
Back to double digits, 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you to guys in the truck for catching me with my glasses on. Appreciate that, fellas.
Bamba will get one more.
This game to, wow, in a heartbeat.
And gets it back to double digits, so an 11-point lead again for Coastal. Remember, ULM had it down to 5 a couple of times.
You know the threes are going up now. If I'm ULM, I'll take a 3-point play the old-fashioned way and get a bucket and a free throw, but they're going to get 2 from Ertl right here.
Sanders picks up his 3rd.
Unfortunately, trading baskets doesn't make it anymore when you're down by 10, and now it's 11.
Ertl, one of the very best, as we've talked about all night, came into today 41 of 44 from the free throw line.
You can expect a press, I would think.
Makes them both.
Comes.
Jones now spins out of it, 3-on-1. Bamba lost it, a huge turnover by Coastal. And really all they had to do is just hang on to it.
Yep. They attacked it perfectly. Look at Ertl with the right hand. They attacked it perfectly. Got it to Devontae Jones coming down the floor. I'm not going to blame that one on Bamba. You got Bamba on one side, and you got Brima Deba on the other side. Throw it to Deba. Bamba's your rebounder. Don't make him make a play like that. That wasn't a good decision, in my opinion, by Devontae Jones. There's only one defender. And we'll let this guy keep piling him up at the free throw line. They're going to press again. They got the ball to Devontae Jones right in the middle of the floor in the right place against a odd man press. Got to make it the press. Here it is, and here it is. Now it's man-to-man, different press. I like this. Change it up.
Reach-in foul by Williams.
I love the way Coach Ellis broke that press. Coach Kremens used to do the same thing. You get your point and press. Because the big guy that touches it first, probably his defender's not quick enough to get up there, and all he's doing is tipping it back to the inbounder. You and I did many games where Coach Kremens did that with Andrew Lawrence, breaking a press like that, bringing it in, giving it right back to him for the College of Charleston. If the guys in the truck show me more upstate pictures, I'm going to get really upset. That's a foul over the back from Cuthbertson. That's a good call.
And for Cuthbertson, that's going to be his 3rd.
It's not what you want to do, guys, is put the other team on the free throw line, let them score without the clock running, but it's perfect if you're the Warhawks.
A couple of free throws here by Ertl could make this a two-possession game with 66 seconds left to play.
Long way to go.
Actually, it won't be Ertl, it'll be Washington. Ertl was trying to walk to the line, kind of selling it like it was
Smart.
in.
They got a 63% free throw shooter against Ertl, who's made 4 in a row. Look good right there. Now, they went zone press one time. Last time they went man press. We'll see what they do here. It's zone press. I just stole the signal. It's going to be a 1-2-2 press.
Washington knocks in the second one.
There it is.
Look at you, Tony Romo.
Get it back to your ball handler and then get out of his way.
Cuthbertson back to Jones.
Now you just got to play keep away. You don't have to shoot it, really. They're going to foul you.
Now, at that point, Nate, don't you just kind of let it go? I mean, if you're going to foul early. I mean, once they get it across half court, then foul, right? I mean, they let a good 6 seconds run off.
As
Easier
a
said
coach,
than done, I guess.
Many people fail to recognize that what you tell the people in the timeout isn't necessarily what they do when you go on the floor. Sometimes it works that way. Like, why'd he do that? Well, I'm not sure he told him to do that, but that's what he did when he got on the court.
In my old radio days, the radio announcers here at basketball games literally sit right next to the bench, so you can hear the coaches make the call in the huddle. And there's been many coaches who turn to me and say, "Did you hear what I said?" Because apparently they didn't.
Yes, sir, I did, Coach, but number 22 didn't.
I just told them that. How between here and there did they forget it?
It's true. That's funny, but it's true.
Eight-point game, 47.2 seconds left.
I've always thought if you get 2 at the other end, let them score. You just trade with a substantial lead. Let him have a layup. It's a heck of a basketball player right there.
Well, you have to admire the way that ULM has hung in there. You talk about close calls. Their last 5 games have been decided by 6 points or less.
That's a kid with a lot of heart and a lot of ability.
Two-possession game, 47 seconds left. You know, for Coastal, they have 9 losses. 8 of their 9 losses have been by 7 points or less. So Coastal's had a lot of ones that have really come down to the wire as well.
And if you're ULM, you're doing what you have to do. Extend the game as long as possible. Hope they miss, and hope you make it on the other end. Tayshaun Smith came out just for defense, and he's going back in again.
Well, that man right there has seen a lot of these, and he knows this one's far from over.
Smith's got 21 after the free throws. Devontae Jones steps to the line with 22.
Keep in mind, too, when you see the score there, remember we had the double technicals on head coach Richard, and that led to, and then Bamba made 1 of 2, so it was 4 points between the common foul and the technical foul.
That's huge.
4 points. Jones makes 1 of 2, makes the lead 7.
Right now, you just don't want to give up a 3. Give up a layup, it's not the end of the world. Just lost the ball.
Yeah, big turnover there for the Warhawks as Smith just dribbles it out of bounds.
ULM gets the press because of this, and Coastal's going to stop it. Yeah, they're just under a 70% free throw shooting team as well for the season.
Jones bumped by Harris. That will be just his second foul.
You got to do what you got to do. You got to hope they miss and extend the game, and that's what they've done since it's been about 106. That is Ryan Cross, the associate head coach, taking over for Coach Richard, who was ejected after 2 techs.
Big one for Jones. Jones now with 24 points. New career high.
Well deserved this evening.
Now 25 for the freshman from New Orleans. Ertl from the elbow can't get it to roll in. Jones with the rebound. Lead pass to Cuthbertson. Steal by Sanders. Jones is just going to dribble this one out. ULM says no fouls. Coastal Carolina led by as many as 20. The lead was cut to 5 twice. But they hang on here at home, Nate. They've won 4 straights, and they're going to win it by 11.
Played very well against a very game ULM team who fought like crazy to try to get back in it. But every time they cut it to 9 or 7, the shot to clear